Hey folks, welcome back to the farm. Today is kind of a bummer, but it's not all bad, and I'll explain why. So all my ladies here, 2 red Angus heifers, Lainey and Miranda, Josie, my other heifer calf, and Clara are all being taken to a new farm. They're all sold. It's a little harder than I was expecting it to be to get rid of them, because these girls were my first cows on the farm besides the Holstein calves. That is if they don't blow the gate out. But the farm's just at a spot where it needs some money, so they gotta go. And I made a really good profit on them, so if the opportunity's there, then you gotta take it. It's not what I wanted to happen, but it's just the situation we're in. I'll give more info when they're loaded up. Well, they're gone. Clara, Josie, Miranda, and Lainey, all my Angus, they're gone. Again, it's a bummer, but I made a profit on them, and this fat stack of money says I'll get over it. So, moving on, and gonna just focus on pigs for a while, get that all figured out, and in the spring start fresh, maintain my pastures better, and hopefully shoot to graze for, the goal is to graze for 6 months, but it's going to take a while to get to that point. So we didn't even get to graze 1 month this year totally. So anything should be better than that. All right, back to work so I don't have to sell any more of my animals. It's pretty funny. See, people with experience know right away that you're in a bad situation, because the guy got there, super nice people, and he got out of the truck, he looked around, he's like, well, you're not doing this to make money, huh? I was like, well, why do you say that? He's like, you got way too many animals. He's like, you're feeding hay all year round, aren't you? Like, well, yeah, that's why you're here. And so we just talked about all the things that I'm learning, and yeah, learn something new every day. Again, we got profit, so it's not all bad. We'll see you later. All right, so the cows are gone. I just want to touch real quick on what made my decision to get rid of them. Obviously, you already know, feeding too much hay, costing too much money. And I had talked about possibly keeping one or both of the red Angus heifers to use as beef. But I did the math. If I continued to feed them for 9 more months, which would put them at 18 months, between hay every day and grain every day, I would be into them more money than if I were just to go to another farm and buy beef from the farmer, you know, buy a half or quarter or whatever cow. So that was that's why I didn't keep them. At the moment, there was still some profit available on them, so it was just a business decision to get rid of them. Also, it's not the end of the world, because Lainey, I was not super happy with her hair coat. She didn't slick off like Miranda did, so she wouldn't have stuck around anyway. She'd have been beef or just sold off. And her udder, I wasn't super happy with her udder. And then Miranda, the farm that they came from, Miranda looked pure Angus, but it's just hard to say because they got all sorts of animals over there. And then Clara and Josie had an infection already at 5 months old. So, you know, was it her fault? Who knows, you know, but I wasn't going to keep her around anyways, just because if she has problems at 5 months, what's it going to be like when she's 8 months or a year or 2 years, whatever. Any animal that is that young and you have to put inputs into, I'm probably not going to keep around, just in case their longevity is not good. Get rid of them. So now that my cows are gone, I can focus more on the pig operation. This here's Maple. She's a gilt. She will be a sow. Pale has been practicing on her, so hopefully she'll be giving me a litter of pigs in, you know, 3, 4, 5 months, something like that. Now, in the pastures, I'm going to put them in all the paddocks that the cows are in, and I have the top pasture divided into 12, and each of these will be divided in 4. So they'll be up in the top pasture for 12 days per paddock, 12 paddocks, so that's 144 days obviously, and then we have 4 down here as well. So I have a 288 day rotation that they're going to be on in these paddocks, and my hope is that they help get rid of the junk, maybe lightly disturb the ground, and then I can decide after I pull them off whether I'm going to seed or what I'm going to do behind them. There won't be any cows on the paddocks by the time they're done up top. The longhorns that remain will be locked up in here for the winter, and so it'll give me lots of options to work with the pigs in the paddocks. The whole reason I went with the Idaho pasture pigs is because they disturb the land less because of their upturned nose. They are a cross between Cooney, Duroc, and Berkshire. So they get the size and the quality of meat from the Berk and Duroc, and then the upturned nose from the Cooney. Now my revenue stream from these guys will be selling feeder piglets and of course selling pork. Hey baby. Now I'm not sure the estimated time it takes to get them to butcher weight is 10 months. The Berks, Durocs, all those pigs are about 8 months. So they do take a little longer to grow, but the benefit to having these guys is that they are a grazing pig. Now, no pigs can survive on forage alone. They're omnivores, so they're gonna need some grain to put on weight. But these guys only get a pound of grain a day, and the other pigs, Berks, Durocs, all those, get like 5 pounds a day. So you have them for 2 months longer, but you're saving 4 pounds per animal per day. you know, that more than makes up for that 2 extra months time as far as investment goes. So I'm not 100% married to the idea of IPPs. I'm sure you guys are sick of me changing things up, and so am I, so I hope they work out, because I'm just tired of it. But I'm 2 years into farming. I'm still learning a lot, and instead of just reading about stuff and not doing anything about it, I'm reading about it and trying it out. And so far I've been losing, but I feel there's going to be some winning in the future. So that's the plan for pigs. Also, the way I have the paddocks divided, hopefully, so wherever I put their wire, in this case it's on the perimeter here, they uproot a little bit. They're only there for 12 days, so they won't completely destroy it. But the hope is that they'll uproot, and they always uproot towards the border, and kind of build a berm. So the way I have the paddocks divided, hopefully it'll be a berm that will divert water the way I want it to. So I'll be using the pigs to help out with my water situation. Same with over here in this really wet corner. I'm gonna have them set up so that they build a berm all the way around that corner, and hopefully the water goes into the drainage ditch like it's supposed to, but has never. So not only will I be trying new things with the pigs, Carl, you want to say anything? No? Okay. Not only will I be doing new things with the pigs, but my idea for chickens after I get these guys all butchered up is to have a tractor, but also get poultry net and let them have access to the tractor, but not keep them in there, because it is a pain in the butt. I've run over and killed 4 chickens with the tractor because they can't figure out how to move with it. So that's really getting tired of that, and stepping on them and all that. So what I want to do is net off a big area in the pasture and let them just have that as their safe spot. And at night I'll come close them up, and we'll see how that works. They will be getting a lot more bugs, a lot more grass, worms, you name it. They'll be staying cleaner because they're not confined to one area. Like when it rains here, it just gets to be a muddy mess in there, and then they're all brown instead of white. And it's just kind of not very nice to look at. So I would like to try to kind of sort of free range them, but still have the electric net around them to keep them safe from ground predators. Now the problem is aerial predators, which we do have around here. But Carl and his ladies have been walking around for a few years now, and only ground predators have gotten them. So we'll see. I think it's a good idea. I think it'll benefit the paddocks by putting a lot of nitrogen down through the chicken's manure. It won't put so much pressure on one spot, so it hopefully will grow back a little faster. And they'll also be eating bugs and all that too. It probably won't help out in feed at all. I'll still feed them the same, but maybe they'll gain a little faster by getting extra protein. So that's kind of the goals for now, the plans for now. And we will just stay positive, keep moving forward. Steers in the spring, hopefully. They're gonna be Angus only. And hopefully I can get some good grass-fed genetics like the ones from the lady that I went and visited. Hopefully she'll have some steers available for me. I'm learning that I like my cattle like I like my cars, and that's low and wide. So that's an efficient animal. All right. I appreciate all the support. Until next time, keep doing all the things for me, liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. And until next time, keep farming. We will see you later.